Hey, Greg here. Thanks so much for joining me at the beach for the first episode of S Cubed, a story, a song, and a suggestion. Let's get right to that first story. When I was in 5th grade, one of the coolest kids in school named Danny came up to me at recess. Danny was the epitome of the perfect California surfer dude, complete with long flowing blonde hair, and all the boys wished they could be just like him. He said to me, "Hey Greg, I've got a dental appointment this afternoon, so I won't be in math class. Is there any way you could grab the weekend homework assignment for me and I can then pick it up at your house after school?" Now, Danny lived up the street from me and he knew where I lived, but he had never been to my house and had hardly uttered 2 words to me all through our elementary school years together. Danny also wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer, and I think he knew I was a straight A student, so I thought, hey, maybe he also wanted me to help him with the assignment. I didn't really mind because I thought this might be the perfect opportunity to get in with the ultra cool group at school. I replied, "Sure, Danny. Do you want to come over at 3 this afternoon?" He responded, "Yeah, man. See you then." Once school was out, very excitedly, I pedaled quickly home from school on my bike to make sure I had time to spare before my very important 3 o'clock appointment with Danny. But as soon as I got home, I felt the sudden urge to use the bathroom for a number 2. Of course, mid-pooping, the doorbell rang. Luckily, the bathroom was right by the front door and the window was cracked, so I yelled out, "Just going to the bathroom, Danny. I'll be there in a sec." Danny responded, "No prob." Not wanting to keep a kid of this importance waiting, I flew out of the bathroom and pulled up my pants halfway through our entryway. As I opened the door, I had hardly finished zipping and buttoning the top button of my jeans. "Come on in, Danny." But Danny was not budging. He looked around me and pointed while screaming, "Ah! What's that?" Turning around to see what all the commotion was about, I saw a perfectly formed large turd sitting on our tile entryway. Trying to understand how in the world this could have landed there and to think of some clever explanation for Danny along the lines of, maybe the dog dropped one there, I turned back to Danny to explain, but he was running away from my house as fast as he was able. Needless to say, Danny never came over to my house again, never asked for a homework assignment again, and I never made it into the cool group at school. Oh well. Okay, now it's time for a little song, If you drop turds on the tile, you won't leave your friends with a smile. If you drop turds on the tile, you surely won't see them for a while. Now it's time for a suggestion. You know, there's rarely a time in life that you really need to rush. Things usually turn out better if you take your time, complete your task at hand, and try to always do a good job. While it is certainly rude to keep someone waiting endlessly for you, everyone can wait a little while. If I had just taken the time to finish my bathroom masterpiece and to leave it where it belonged, I may have made some new cool friends, and Danny wouldn't have been exposed to my shocking welcome gift to him. Be sure to watch my other S-Cube videos, and if you're enjoying what I'm doing, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons below. See you next time.